The new episode of Traitors came out. So at this point in the show, we're talking Traitors, spoilers, etc.
Yep.
Turn it off if you haven't watched Traitors. I would say that it was one of the more interesting episodes of Traitors that we've seen.
Yeah.
However, dare I say it was a little overhyped by Alan Cumming.
Unbelievably overhyped.
Like great moments came out of
Yeah.
it for sure. But it was overhyped by him.
Yeah, I mean, they were
definitely.
saying, like, it's the craziest episode ever. Your mind's going to be blown, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what is really so crazy? The only thing that was crazy was Jam Jam.
Jam Jam was the craziest part. So we, of course, open up the show where it's the banquet time.
Yep.
The banquet that we've been promised. The, what were they calling it?
The Black Banquet.
The Black Banquet.
Yes.
Yep. And so, and again, yet again, just everybody's ripping off Surviving Barstool. We did the pink wedding, but we ripped off the red wedding. So,
what are you going to do?
The Black Banquet now, we have this going on, and it's Lisa Rinna shows up. She's wearing the brooch. She has to commit a murder in plain sight. And we find out the rules behind it, that someone has to touch it and that it's instantaneous. So, like, they sit down for dinner, and the person who gets murdered is taken away right away.
Well, no.
Or not instantaneous, sorry.
The
The
2 potions.
I'm lying. I forgot about the twist of the potions.
No, it's
sorry.
okay.
I totally forgot about that.
So
originally it was told to them that it was like, whoever touches this is the one that's going to be
die.
gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we knew it was between Jam Jam, Kristen, and Natalie.
Yeah.
They didn't reveal who it was. And then they all sat down. This was like as they were all walking in. All
Wait,
those
also
things.
pause. The way that Lisa Rinna got everyone like to touch she pretended that the brooch like was falling off.
Broken.
She was like, "Oh shoot, I can't." And all those 3 people happened to be around her at that time, or the way that they made it look for editing was like that. And so it really could have been any one of them because they all kind of reached to
the way
help.
that they edited it was smart because you really couldn't tell who was it.
Yeah.
So then they all sit down, and then that's when Alan reveals that there's 2 potions, and if you drink it, you're safe.
Yep.
So whoever was killed,
Antidotes, I think they were calling them.
Yes.
Yeah, which is funny.
So then they had this crazy thing, like, okay, you guys have to decide who gets to take it, and Natalie just. I don't know what took over her body, but she was being so incessant. I mean, like, it was almost hard to watch.
Natalie, like, had a psychotic break in that moment.
She
Like,
really did.
Though, we have to remember, she's a gamer.
Yeah.
And so when you're a gamer and you're in that scenario, you don't play nice when it comes to immunity.
Yeah.
So if you're needing to raise your own hand and fight for yourself to get immunity or to help yourself or whatever, like, you do it in any way that you can. But surrounded by everyone else not matching her energy, she looked insane. She looked really crazy, being like, it has to be me, blah, 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 it has to be me. And in my head, I was like, Natalie's figured it out. Because if she's so scared that she's the one that was like murdered in plain sight, she must know a moment where she felt like she was the one targeted.
Yeah.
That's the only, and she never explained that, or at least we never saw that.
She just said, like, I was the last gamer, so I felt like I had a target on my back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very uncomfortable, like, watching her basically, like, rip it out of Tara Lipinski's hand and, like, chug it.
Which was crazy.
Yeah.
People were accusing Dorinda.
Yeah.
Dorinda served the meat.
Yeah. And she goes, I'm a natural server.
She goes, well, I'm a natural server. Like, as if it was the most obvious, well, I'm a natural server.
I mean, give me a break. I'm Dorinda.
That was the funniest
That was so funny. Yeah, they were saying.
More Dorinda, God.
Well, but they were also saying, like, Stephen Coletti because he sliced the turkey.
No, Steven he was trying to get everybody to pick up those cards. There were like this like deck of cards with everybody's faces on it.
Yeah.
And coincidentally, Steven kept being like, what are these cards about?
Yeah.
Like 10 times.
He also like sliced they kept saying like, did anyone eat the turkey? They're like, Steven sliced the turkey.
Oh, I thought that was Dorinda.
No, but Dorinda was like giving people
She was serving
plates
the
of
turkey,
food.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, so that was so funny. But and then they kind of like they got onto it with Lisa kissing people on the cheek. However, they weren't directly on the nose because Lisa didn't kiss him on the cheek.
No, that was not.
That wasn't the thing. It was the brooch. But
Yes.
she did like air kiss a bunch of people.
Yes.
So then, they drink the antidote.
It ends up being Natalie drinking it and Johnny Weir? No, who was the second person?
Was it Kristen?
Or was it Tara? Did Natalie and Tara both have it?
Yeah, maybe it was Natalie and Tara.
Because I think Johnny like swiped it and handed it. Like I remember Johnny like grabbing something and giving it. Like I feel like he did something sleight of hand a little bit with the antidote.
Right. I'm confused. Yeah.
I think it was Natalie and Tara.
Yeah, I think
because once
was.
Natalie freaked the fuck out over Tara, I think whoever else had it already just like gave it to Tara and was like, here, take it. Like, I don't know. Like, this is drama I don't want to be in.
Yeah, I can't really remember, and I'm reading this and it doesn't say who it was. Because this says Jam Jam got the first one, but if Jam Jam got the first one, then that wouldn't make sense.
He didn't. He definitely didn't.
Because
Traitors.
Because then he would be saved.
Kish.
Kristen. It was Kristen. Okay.
And Johnny Weir. Johnny Weir, like, took the bottle from, like, instead of Kristen running up to grab it, he, like, took it and handed it to her.
Right.
To, like, help her. Because she was saying she wanted it. And Natalie took it from Tara.
Okay, so, yeah, Kristen and Natalie drink it. And then Alan reveals that it was Jam Jam who was marked for death.
Jam Jam. And he goes, it was Lisa. It was Lisa. She gives me on the cheek. It was Lisa. Like, he was literally being dragged up by his feet like Dave at the Super Bowl. Like, but he was like, it was Lisa.
So dramatic.
And everyone was like, what? And even Lisa was like, wait, what? Like, what do you think? Like, why do you think that? But Kristen, I don't know if you saw after. We didn't see it in real time. I think it was maybe like said and cut or something. That she had said, like, I didn't think it was Lisa because I knew it wouldn't have been a kiss because we did HR training for this. And like, you can't, and she's so right. A challenge wouldn't be to kiss someone on the cheek and mark them dead. Like, that would never be a thing in terms of like HR. Yeah. So the reasoning, like, they had, you know, right suspect, wrong crime.
Yeah.
You know, or whatever that expression is. I don't know.
So after Jam Jam gets taken away, they all like, you know, meet back up. They're like, wow, what a night that was, whatever. Everybody's sus of Natalie because of the way that she handled her antidote.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy. They thought maybe she was overacting.
Okay, yeah. So everybody is sus of Natalie, and then she really doesn't help her case because she slips up in front of Tara and Lisa and says, we murdered. And no, Tara doesn't really hear it. Lisa's like, oh, this is my opportunity.
Yep.
To have some evidence.
It was a really blatant, and she slipped up a few times. Like, it was very Portia. It was exactly what happened to Portia. I was extra surprised that happened from Natalie, knowing, like, she knows that you can't make those mistakes to even get a little bit of heat, and that was an opportunity that Lisa seized.
Yeah. So then they do the challenge. I honestly, like, can't even really remember. It was like pulling the gold up. They were like walking up that giant hill and like putting gold, and I guess like whoever has the most gold in their things has the opportunity to get the dagger.
Right. And this was actually interesting. I'm remembering. Yes. And people were putting some gold in other people's things
because they knew they didn't have enough themselves.
Yes.
So they're like, let's help.
So like Lisa Rinna dumped all of her gold into Stephen Coletti's thing for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then if you get the dagger, you get an extra vote.
You get an extra vote. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You get 2 votes.
Right. 2 votes.
Yep.
So basically it's Rob gets to like guess.
So yeah. So whoever had the most gold in their thing was able to have the chance, like, you could pick the dagger out of the card. It was set in front of you, a bunch of cards.
Yeah.
Because Rob had the most. He had to then figure out who got the dagger out of their cards, and if he guessed correctly, the dagger was his.
Yes.
But if he didn't, then that person got to keep the dagger.
Yeah.
But it was very much like a test of lies. Like, he was trying to see who was lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he accurately guessed that Natalie was lying. So he was able to get the dagger. So now he has 2 votes.
Totally unfair for Natalie because she's so smitten for him.
I know.
Like, it was so.
Like,
it was
come
like,
on. How are you supposed
like,
to lie to him?
Just like hand it to him at that point. She's like, no.
Yeah.
I kind of thought though that Colton may have had it at first for like a half a second, and I'm gonna say this now. Actually, no. I'll wait till after.
Okay.
Because it's important for what predictions that I think is coming next.
Okay.
But I want to remember this moment with the daggers as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So then Rob tells the group, because it's like a group of 6. It's like Natalie, Steven, Colton, Rob, Johnny?
No.
No, it wasn't Johnny.
Natalie, Steven, Colton, Rob.
Oh, God, I can't remember who the rest was, to be honest. but it's a group of
no
6
idea.
of them.
Yeah.
Whoever was the final 6. And Rob reveals to them that he has the dagger. And they're saying that they're going to do a group pact and not tell anyone.
Yep.
Mark
Ballas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Mark was one of them, 100%.
So
yes.
randomly there.
Yeah. And then they come back. Everyone's like, who has a dagger? They're like, oh, we have a pact, whatever. Mm-hmm. So then they go to the round table, and Lisa has to fight for her life.
Yep. Lip sync for your life.
She really tries to go after Natalie with the slip up, but basically everybody's got their eyes on Lisa.
They do, but I'll say this. There was a moment where I thought it was going to shift to Natalie because everyone thought her freak out during the black banquet was suspicious. So like Johnny thought it was weird. That whole crew was like, I think we're voting Natalie. I think we're going to vote Natalie. Until they get to the round table. And then Natalie's who it's not fucking
really put the nail in the coffin for Lisa was Rob.
Yep. And what a moment.
Doubled down and was like, all right, guys, it's Lisa, blah, blah, blah. Like, we have all this evidence, blah, blah, blah. So I think that really was the final straw. Mm-hmm. So everybody votes. Rob doesn't use his second vote because he
kept his dagger. Yeah, he doesn't have to play it right away. Like he now has this dagger card. He
and
can
it's
use
smart
whenever he wants.
If someone's sus of him and somebody else, he needs that extra vote.
Yes, he does.
And everybody's voting, whatever. And Candace votes for Rob.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, what the fuck? Like, weird. And at first, I said to myself, and I posted on my story, I was like, stupid vote by Candace. Then I was pondering, and I thought to myself, actually, it's kind of genius. And then I saw some people backing this up on Twitter, too, and they were like, if she votes for Rob, it's sus if she gets voted out.
Absolutely.
Because how does Rob know that Lisa and Candace are traitors?
And that's part of it.
And that's kind of like the warning sign, the warning flash of like, don't fuck with me.
Absolutely.
Because I'll take you down with me.
100%.
Because I could totally see Candace being like, yeah, I'm a traitor, but so is Rob.
Without question. And that to me was a move by her it was planting a seed that all of a sudden Rob's got a voice. Like that's kind of what's happening.
Right.
Rob has been very quiet like this whole time. Last episode, he's sticking up for Ron. He doesn't want Ron to get voted. All of a sudden, he's Mr. Faithful, like loudmouth about it. Now he's very confident about getting a traitor out, and it's the time they actually get a traitor out. So it's interesting that no one has ever even been suspicious of Rob once until now. And so I think for Candace to throw it out, she has plenty of arguments to explain away why she threw his name out. One, he was coming after my girl. Yeah. You could always say that. Two, you could always say like, well, he just seems so like strong in his convictions, and I'm a little suspicious of like his, like how did he, like kind of like you said, how did he know Lisa was a traitor?
Right.
He could be a traitor himself. And I think Candace has put herself in the best position where she looks suspicious of people, and she's not been right about anyone she's said, but she's kind of been like off the beaten path a little bit. So she's not really hiding, but she does seem to be working towards a greater goal. Yeah. And I think that
she has
will
the
help
trust
her.
of a lot of the people too.
Yes. And I think that she's giving off that vibe of like, I really do just want this to go well. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like people trust her in a different way. Whereas Rob, like, you know, I think even Johnny, maybe Johnny said at the end, or someone said at the end. Yeah,
Candace was talking to Johnny, I think it was.
Yeah, and he was like, we got to start looking at Rob. Like, we like, he's too good looking. No one even, or he gets a pass, I think is what somebody said. And I was like, your castle's going to come crumbling, Rob, if you can't stab all your fellow traitors in the back like that.
Yeah, and I feel like Candace is now like, you betrayed Lisa, you're basically betraying me. Like, I'm not going to work with you.
100%. So I can't trust you. It'll be very interesting to see what happens in the next coming episodes because of two things.
Oh, Lisa gets voted off also.
Oh, and then Lisa gets voted. Yeah, sorry. Yes, Lisa's out. And it was like a good, she's like, I'm the most iconic, most this. That was another thing. Rob, in his like about to vote out Lisa thing, said copy paste verbatim what Colton had said about Lisa. Like, you're iconic, you're this, you're that, which I hated when Colton said it. And then when Rob said it, it gave me the ick. I said, ew.
I'm like, why are you're
getting less hot to me now?
And a lot of people are saying that, like, and I saw this video and Rob actually commented on it, and the girl was pointing out how Rob is like a boy's boy, and he does not fuck with women. He like Loki like doesn't respect women unless it gives him an advantage in some way.
It's very clear that he loves being able to control women around him with his looks. Like,
and the real Rob really came out that episode. Like, you know, Lisa's doing all the work trying to get this brooch touched, all these things, like, and Rob just like gets to slide in there and be like, hey, by the way, like, it's Lisa, like, without having to do anything.
Yeah.
And I just feel like he is prioritizing this thing with Colton.
Yeah.
It's like, why do you care about Colton? Like,
right. It's like, why do you care about being in this? So that's a perfect, now what I wanted to say is, for those who maybe have not watched Traitors before, when this happens, a traitor gets voted out, usually at least once, I'm positive, I'm not positive, but I'm pretty positive it's going to happen next episode. They are allowed to recruit another traitor.
Right, yeah.
So I think that Rob is going to recruit Colton. And I think that these conversations maybe have already happened, because when the dagger situation was going on, Colton was looking at Rob and being like, I don't have it. Like, I don't like, find it else. Like, helping him almost. Like, he wants him to have it.
Yeah.
And if they're on the same team, it doesn't really matter who has the dagger or not. But if Colton has interest in wanting that dagger, then he wants Rob to pick the right dagger. So he's going to do everything he can to be like, bro, it's not me. Keep going.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like, if he did have it, who cares? Like,
right.
If they're on the same
either
team.
One of us has it.
And I think that I think that Colton and Rob are working closer together than we realize. And I think that will come to light. And I do think that Rob is going to want to recruit Colton to be a traitor.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
That would suck so bad.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, then I don't want to, what's going to happen there is then Candace is going to be kind of odd one out. I wonder if Candace would even agree to that.
Yeah.
There's a discussion that happens. But then maybe also they vote out Colton right away. Maybe he could come up as another sacrificial lamb.
Adding in Colton is a stupid move because he's just like so obvious. He's such a target.
For sure. But I think that it's probably smart for Rob to do, because Colton's got a bigger target on his back than Rob does.
100%.
So it's like, as a traitor, you want people to fall on the sword for you, because eventually the faithfuls start to get squirrely and hungry, and eventually they all start turning on each other. Like, Lisa being voted out, it needed to happen. There always needs to be the first traitor fallen to make the faithfuls feel like they're making progress, because after a certain time, shit just starts not making sense if they don't get a traitor. You know? And Lisa was just too close to it. And I think that Rob probably saw, like, all right, it's a lost cause. We're going to spend a whole nother week or more time trying to defend her and convince them elsewhere.
Yeah.
Especially if we don't vote a traitor out tonight, like, she's got to go.
Yeah.
So I get from a game point his reason.
No, for sure. And like her grave was already dug.
It was already dug.
But he didn't need to throw the dirt on it and kick it. Yeah, exactly.
100%. But he's playing for him.
Yeah.
And the thing with the traitors is that if the traitors win, they split the money amongst themselves. But if there's only one traitor left, it's all for him.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine, especially now, I can't imagine he's got any sort of loyalty to the other traitors anymore.
No, I feel like him and Candace now are definitely going to be like going after each other.
For sure. And I think that Candace is probably going to muddy up the water as well for Rob.
Yeah.
You know
yeah. Like, she's not going to go down easy.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. So I'm very curious to see what happens, but that is my prediction. I think that they'll recruit a new traitor, and then it will probably be Colton, unless they really like work it out. And I think they should bring in, like, if they're really, really smart and they want to keep it spread out,
they should bring in someone like random.
Yeah, like Johnny,
or maybe Rob asked like Mora.
Mora would be great.
Yeah.
Oh, God, she'd be a good traitor.
I thought that was really funny when Dorinda, like, and she actually made a good point about Mora. She was like, you never say anything until somebody comes at you, and then, like, you start, like, going off, whatever.
That's a good point.
But then then Dorinda spelled her name, like, so wrong.
Morea, she wrote it. Like an eel.
Like come on, Dorinda. Eel. You know that's not the correct spelling. Yeah,
exactly. No, of course she knows. She's like, fuck.
It's hilarious.
Dorinda's throwing her weight around.
But yeah, she would be a great traitor, and I just feel like picking Colton is just so obvious, but I do understand what you're saying. Like, it's almost better that he's an obvious traitor, and then it takes more slack off their back.
If he becomes a traitor, he can then be like, guys, you know at this point that I'm not. Like, you know that I fucking hate the traitors. Like,
yeah,
he's already at the point where he is so hungry for traitors that everyone would believe that he's still just as hungry moving forward. Like, he's never gonna, like...
Right, because why would he be so, like, just going for Lisa so hard? Yeah.
So I think that... But then that might backfire too, and it could switch up. People would be like, why aren't you so bloodthirsty for the traitors all of a sudden because you're a new one?
Right.
And there are people in the game, I hope, that know the rules enough to know that there will be a
They
recruited
just
traitor
need to
at
get
some
their
point.
fucking shit together. Like,
Yeah.
I like the idea that they had of like banding together and like going for Colton, and then they all just got like poop in their pants and they got scared.
It's crazy. It's crazy, but the show is popping off. It's better than ever. I'm loving the season.
Really loving it.
Very
loving all the
curious.
twists and turns.
Yeah, me too. And I'm oh, by the way, I don't know if we talked about this last time. Traitors putting out the statement like these are people
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
Stop bullying.
really?
So stop bullying Colton.
Maybe don't-
'cause he's a person too.
Maybe don't fucking put stalker harassers on your show. Like,
Oh, you don't like all eyes on you at all times,
Yeah.
even when you're not accepting of it?
Huh,
Interesting. Wow.
interesting.
Lessons learned.
You don't like getting opinions thrown at you that you don't want to hear. You don't want getting criticisms thrown at you. Colton, interesting.
You don't like people judging you when they don't know you?
Yeah, judging from afar,
Rude.
keeping one eye on you at all times.
I just can't. Right. I just can't stand him, and,
just
and
like-
I just don't know if I'll ever come around on him.
No, me neither. I don't think anyone ever will.
And if he's a traitor, like that'll ruin the because I
I
love
don't want
the
him to
traitors.
win. I don't want him to win.
I don't. If he becomes a traitor, I don't want the traitors to win. Like I want them to. I
Yeah.
would like Rob to also double cross him. Rob would win me back.
If
Right
he
now,
double
I'm off
crosses
on Rob.
Colton. Yeah,
if
me
he
too.
double crosses Colton, he's back in my good graces.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely agree.
Yep.
Because I don't like this. I don't like this boy game that he's playing.
No, me neither.
Like,
I'm over it.
he went on Love Island. All he did was care about the boys.
Yep.
Now he's on Traitors. All he does is care about the boys.
Boys drool, Rob.
Maybe it's time to take a look in the mirror, Rob.
Take a little look. See,
Why
yeah,
all
right.
why all your relationships haven't worked?
All these bad patterns, you're bringing them across life. Maybe trust a woman once.
Yeah.
And then you'll get to where you need to go.
Yeah, seriously.
But all right, I think that about wraps up our Traitors recap.